Greetings and welcome to my dear Sagittarians out there. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will. We shall go ahead and conduct a reading for Sagittarius. The ninth house is open. And as we approach the solar energy and the solar return of Sagittarius, a gateway opens. A very important one that may indicate some sort of realization when it comes to your own expressions, okay? And how after exploring the 8th and the 12th houses, wherein Scorpio's energy fuses with the dissolution of your 12th house, okay? There is some form of liberty to really express what that is you may be truly resonating with. Okay, this is a very powerful time indeed on a solar level for Sagittarius. The thing is that this occurs, at least within the northern hemisphere, during a period of deep transformation in which Sagittarius has to confront the gross realities of the 10th house, karmic resonances that create our own collective matrix, our own collective way of seeing things and interpolating through the 10th house reflections of who we are in a socialistic way. Okay. So as you go through these explorations, something may occur. Usually what is indicated in the readings that I will conduct here are incidents or situations with others in which karmic effects or karmic affects have to be understood as that they are exhausting themselves. And what can we look at in terms of December for that? We'll go ahead and look into that now. This is for Sagittarius. Okay. I think one way or another, the darkness has to give. Okay. There is an uplifting quality, lightness about what you may be dealing with. It has to do with becoming a student, becoming humbled in terms of the path of initiation, the path of true realization. Okay, this goes through the processing of pain, painful situations with others, painful sort of self-reflective qualities on yourself. Okay, and then understanding through the elation of this pain by actually embracing the pain of the thought, of the mind, and its cyclical sort of quandary. You are able to come up with something quite deep, something quite profound. This has to do with the shifting of energies from earth to air and becoming more peaceful and looking back at a past version of yourself in which you were trying very difficult to make something work in terms of bringing forward a sense of commitment to a type of work, okay? Either work in relationship, work at work, dealing with your finances, dealing with the way you value money. Also, the sort of golden round, the idea of ambition, the idea of truly making it beyond just simple survival. There's something about this that pulls forward the sense of determination to choose from a great number of things, to choose from a great number of relationships that have been ignored, that have been the thing is that there may be a sense of focus now when it comes to embracing a way of doing things where it feels light. It feels like there's a possibility of coming up with owning up to the pain or the tribulations of the mind, owning up to old thoughts, or owning up to old opportunities. Okay, one of them in particular will be quite strong in terms of its gravity. You may be choosing it, but it's like choosing to do something, but you have many options that are very similar. Okay, it's like not the lesser of two evils. It's like it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Now, when earth and air meet, it's as if there's a horizon, where a horizon point, a vanishing point, wherein the earth, the sky, the sun, and the horizon meet. Essentially, it's where the horizon point. It's a place that you're not at physically, at least when it comes to a sort of geolocation. Okay, it's miles away, miles away. The horizon is always miles away, but it allows for the possibility of ascendancy. Okay, the ability to do something with yourself. It could be that you're dealing with an equal here, wherein your ability to become light, to become sort of thoughtful, allows you to meet them as an equal when it comes to the way that they are conducting their work. Okay, it could be a version of yourself, could be someone else, but it's like everyone is doing this. There's something about this whole karmic reading that has to do with the ability to come up with the vision. Okay, to see the ascendant, to see those who are ascended. Okay, whatever that means. Let's see. We're gonna have to go a little bit deeper into this. Okay, interesting. Okay, it's very interesting, this reading. December will allow for you to explore in a romantic way your own idealizations, okay, and your own polarities. You've been doing this already for the past month. There is a need to sort of go to the extreme and to see polar differences, polar opposites, to go to that extreme and to understand the motivations of your own heart, your own desire. The thing is that the desire is what has been tripping you up in terms of this, and there is a need to essentially look back and to learn from the past when it comes to a version of yourself of what you've been trying to manifest or dream up or drone up, and then to mature, to balance out masculine and feminine energies, to mature and to bring forward either the Ace of Rods or the Two of Rods, okay? there's a sense of empowerment here. The agenda in December essentially is to come to a point where there's an ability to look forward in the way of the matriarch, and then also to look to the past in the way of the patriarch. Okay, this dual way of seeing things allows you to essentially convert and to imbue yourself with the fire of creation, with the fire of dharmic understanding through the auspices of the triplicity of fire, okay? And that is through primarily Leo and Jupiter's, the Sun and Jupiter's energy, okay? So what I'm seeing here is an accentuation of the 5th house, the 9th house, okay? And how there may be a sort of a way for you to manifest something meaningful in terms of a relationship or a connection when they all seem the same. And then what you may learn through this process is a humbling procedure where you can look to the past, a past version of yourself or a past situation, past connection, and then see that this person was contributing to find a sense of the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Because we have a mirroring here. We have the Page of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, okay? And this Page of Pentacles is moving towards the 4 of Swords, okay, which is here. The Page of Swords plus the 3 of Swords in the reverse. It could also be the 2 of Swords in terms of a difference. Well, with that, there is a mode of self-reflection, okay? A choice to understand things in terms of their extremities, the polarities, and then to make a choice, okay? So, a very interesting sort of dynamic here. I think ultimately there's been a lot of oscillation in terms of the intense energy of Scorpio, the solar energy of that, and then going deeply within in order to find the right vision or the right sort of way to bring forward a sense of understanding, a sense of truth, primarily, to the Sun and Jupiter's energy. Okay, that was a bit more complicated than it had to be. So, let's move now into the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a tool devised by the Order of the Twin Sun in order to see particular karmas that may exist between Sagittarius and a significant other, okay? However significant or insignificant this person is, and this reading is up to you. Please use your own discernment. This is primarily for entertainment as well as guidance, but it's not for everyone, so please take only what you will. Let's go ahead and get started. There's the 9 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Hermit card as well as the card of ennui, the four of Cups. We have Indecision, we have Sage Avise and Garçon Blonde, the Page of Cups. 7 of Rods in the reverse, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Now, with these 7s, what I do see here is the ability for them to let go of trauma, primarily. Let go of trauma. You're dealing with someone here who has come to a point of indecision, and they're looking within themselves to find some sort of sage quality, some sort of Sagittarian quality. They might find that in you, okay? The thing is that you have the advantage when it comes to this. There's something about you that has come to a point of self-realization. There also is something about you that is wanting to move away, to pull from this in order so that this person can see that they've been on the wrong path. There also is something about this where your cups are already full on a deeper level. This person cannot contribute to you because it would cause some sort of repelling energy. Repelling. Tower in reverse, we have satisfaction. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, South Node. South Node conjunction Moon and Mercury. It may feel like that there is a binding quality to this situation. You're dealing with someone here in which the karma is quite great. The karmic log and backlog is quite great. In terms of karma, you're trying to move away from this, but as you do this, there's this sort of interesting sort of position of the hermit, wherein the tower is somewhat reflected. Okay, we have the tower here, and it's the same tower as the one that's behind the hermit in this card. Hermit's also trying to move towards the moon card, trying to understand the abstract, trying to understand something more existential in nature. There also is an escapist quality to Virgo, but I won't go into that right now. You are trying to bring forward a sense of clarity of mind, okay? It doesn't mean that you found ultimate self-realization, it doesn't mean you found ultimate truth, but it just means that you've been through cycles of self-observation to understand how there may be a constrictive quality, a prison-like mentality when it comes to being in a situation with this person. But because they have all these sevens in the reverse, there's something about them loosening up, okay? Indecisive, but then they're also in the quest for an earnest sense of clarity, much like yourself. The difference is the Three of Swords in the reverse. The difference points to essentially a type of numbness, a type of cycling of thoughts, too many thoughts. What I do see here is a sense of mutual empowerment that actually repels both of you. There's something, it's very ironic. There's something about them confronting their shadows, going through the sense of trauma, okay, and trying to understand why they cannot offer to you something when you feel like you're stable enough. But then at the same time, your stability, your contentment, when it comes to not having to deal with the situation, it brings forward, it fosters a sense of, it makes your world spin a little bit, okay? And because of this, what can be contributed, what can be brought to the plate, essentially, is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. A sense that not everything will work out. Not everything requires hard work either. There's something about this that this situation is kind of light, but then in its lightness, there are the trappings of banality. There's the trappings of boredom, okay? And I'll let you make that of what you will, but that's what I do see. There's something about this type of connection that is repelling you because of its very nature, of its very commonplace sort of mentalities and how they interrelate. But they have to go through a process of their own traumas to get out of their own prison in order for that to bring clarity, to bring a sense that, okay, maybe we're different. Maybe both of you are different, but there's an ability to understand and respect that difference, okay? Even though it may seem like it's very limiting in terms of how boring human relationships can be. In this respect, there's an element of satisfaction in that the karmas that are having to be worked out in the past are becoming exhausted. They've gone through the motions. And because of that, there is a sense that there is a structure in the past that is withstood and avoided calamity. It still remains, but it's something that you can visit, like an old site or an old museum or an old structure that resembles the past. Okay, the advice here is to look to the eclipse energy that happened recently and to notice something in terms of a mirror between the sun and the moon. Okay. The moon is essentially a highly reflective object in the sky. It's like a mirror for the sun's energy. So let's just esoterically look into that somehow. Yeah, that's the best I can do. I do wish you well. Bye-bye.